it's Bryn Miner. Welcome to my cooking show. I'm going to teach you guys how to make taco stuffed sweet potatoes. So we already have the oven set to 400. We're going to have to bake our sweet potatoes. So we're going to start out. I've already washed the sweet potatoes. So we're going to have to cut them in half. So try to get it as much down the middle as you can without slicing your finger. Alright, so next we're just going to coat our sweet potatoes a little bit with oil, so you can just pour it into your hand. This is extra virgin olive oil, by the way. So you're just going to coat it. It's just going to help it cook and get nice and soft for you. So you're going to do it to all 4 of them. And they should be good to go in the oven once you have coated these. So I have my baking sheet right here. We're just gonna put the potatoes right on. And we're gonna let them cook in the oven until they are soft. All right, so it took about a little under 10 minutes for the oven to preheat to 400. So make sure you do that a little bit in advance, and we're gonna leave these in there for about 20 minutes. It just varies on the size of potato that you have, so you're just gonna have to eyeball it, feel it out, see how well they're cooked. Alright, so we've already done one of the most important parts, and it was washing your vegetables before you begin cutting them. So we're gonna start with the red pepper, and we're gonna de-seed it. So we're gonna cut it down the middle. And you're gonna notice these seeds and these ridges. We're gonna cut those out. They can be pretty bitter, and we don't want any of the seeds. Alright, now that we have diced up red pepper and orange pepper, we're going to just put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. I have it at about medium temperature. We're going to let it heat up a little bit, and then we're going to put the bell peppers in and cook them before we put any type of meat in. So you can tell that the oil is pretty much ready because it's pretty runny, and you can move it all over the pan. So we're going to add in our peppers. And we're just gonna let them cook in there for a little bit before we drop in our ground turkey. All right, so we've cooked up the peppers just a little bit, just so they're not as firm. We're gonna take our 93% lean ground turkey, and we're going to open it up and drop it in there with it. We're going to chop it up a little bit so it can get in there and get nice and brown. So you notice that there's no pink left in this turkey. So you can see that there's kind of a little extra residue, some from grease from the turkey and some olive oil left over. So we're actually going to use that when we are putting our taco seasoning in next. So it will absorb a little bit of it, and then the rest will cook off. So now we're going to add our taco seasoning in. You're just going to Sprinkle it across the meat and just stir it up and let it cook for a little bit. So next, we're gonna add black beans to our taco mixture that is on the stove right now. So we're gonna use our can opener. We're gonna get it open. And then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna drain it. So you're gonna press the lid up into it and you're just gonna get as much oil as you can out of it. Tip it upside down, get as much as you can. And you're gonna pull it off and you're gonna notice that there's no residual liquid inside of there. So when we pour this in, we're only going to use about a little over half a can. So we're just going to pour it in there. And we're just going to stir it up in there. Alright, so we're going to check on our potatoes. They look like they're pretty much done, so we're going to take them out. You can notice that they're a little wilted, which is good. You want to see that. And you can see a little caramelization around the outside. Alright, now that we have our sweet potatoes done and our meat mixture complete, we took the meat off of the burner and we're going to take a sweet potato. It's going to be a little hot, so be quick. And we're going to scoop out a little bit of the middle of the sweet potato. Notice how easy the spoon slides in. That's how you know that it's done. So we're going to take the extra and we're going to put it in this bowl. You could save this for another meal. You could add a little cinnamon to it. You could make a little snack, whatever you would like. But don't throw it away. Don't let it go to waste. You're going to scoop out a lot of the middle just to make sure that you have enough room for your meat mixture. So do you want me to do more than one? Okay, so now that we have our sweet potato centers cut out and we have them set to the side, we're going to add some of our turkey mixture. We're just going to spoon it in there, get it. It's best if you overflow it just because what more could you want? Ground turkey is just too good not to have more. We're going to stuff these 2 peppers. Typically when I make this, 1.5 potatoes fills me up pretty good. So you're going to have some leftovers, which is good. Leftovers mean another meal that you don't have to cook. You can just heat it up in the microwave. So we're just going to fill these up. And there you go. We have them all stuffed. So now that they're stuffed, they're pretty much ready to go to eat. You can add a little salsa to it. You can add some guacamole if you have some sour cream if you want, but I prefer the unsweetened Greek yogurt because it's basically the same. Right, so now we're just going to talk a little bit about the breakdown of this meal. So the sweet potato is a carb, but it's a very good carb for you. It's plant-based, and once you add it with fiber, your body breaks it down way better, and it's pretty slow burning, so it keeps you full for a while. And the bell peppers are carbs too, but they're very good carbs for you. And the turkey is a very lean meat, so for the most part, you're not really getting a lot of that high fat in there. So this meal is honestly very good for you, depending on what you put on top of it. This meal is very healthy for you, so enjoy.